This transformation, all done at home, no barber chair, no expensive cut, just some patience, the right tools, and a little know-how. Welcome back to Cisco Cuts. If you're new here, I break down clean fades, beard blends, and real results, all done by yourself. In this video, I'm going to be doing a self-cut step-by-step with one clipper and a pair of shears. Let's get started. Already you can see I started with 2 clicks open on my trimmer, getting my bases down. I follow it up by closing it all the way and going back just a smidge above my first or before my first guideline. Then I go back with the half guard fully closed, making a finger width guideline. In the video you won't see me doing the back, or I'm sorry, the right side, just because the camera setup game isn't there yet. You can see me, I'm doing something called lever play. Started with fully open, went back, 2 clicks down, went back, 1 click down. That lever play that I'm doing is something that you get better at over time, so be patient. Now I'm doing another finger guideline with a 1 1/2 guard. Going up, once again, another finger, front or sides, back, and the right side that you don't often see. There it is. Now I'm coming in with the 1 guard fully open, going over my 1 1/2 guard. These are beginner friendly steps that I still follow. Self cuts are not easy. They're some of the most difficult haircuts you can give, just because you cannot detach your eyes to look around your head. That's where the 3-way mirror setup comes in. I have ring lights that I use, and they help me get a better picture. But at the same time, recording these videos, I've noticed there's nothing like being able to get that first person view of someone's head for that haircut. I know I kind of went over, or we missed out on a lot of steps, but I just want to show you that it's just messing with guards until you get it, going back and forth. If you see a dark spot, be more conservative. Just because you cannot add hair, you can always take away hair. What I did earlier was I went with a 3 guard open to debulk. Here I'm going in with the 1 1/2 open, going into that 3 guard. I'm slowly closing that 1 1/2 guard, attacking away at dark spots. If you don't know what dark spots are, I'm highlighting them in the video so you can get a better idea. Here I'm fading down, which means I went from a 3 to the 1 1/2, and now I'm at the 1, and I'm going over and over again into those dark spots I mentioned. Here I'm back to no guard. I have a set of trimmers, but I want to show you that you just need one really good pair of clippers and you can give yourself a decent self haircut. And the more practice, the more decent and eventually perfected or a perfect self haircut. So here I'm trying to erase any guidelines at the bottom, coming in with an open trimmer, no guard, and then I'm going to be doing that lever play where I start closing it, making sure I use the corners. And a lot of my haircuts end up where they're at now, a lot of shear work. I'm trying to keep longer curls on top. So what I'm doing here now is removing my cape so I can get those hairs that always end up on the back of your neck but you can't see until you remove everything. And here's the initial look of the haircut. There are still some dark spots I'm going to get into, but before then, I'm going to go ahead and style my hair. I'm going to use some matte clay. And you can see that once I style it, the haircut looks different. And any dark spots, you can definitely see one on the right here. I even point at it. Any of these dark spots, you can go back with the shears and do a lot of shear work. And shear work, I'm talking about my scissors. These are thinning shears. They have gaps in them. They're more forgiving than regular shears. And anytime you're looking for dark spots in your hair, you really want to focus on sectioning off your hair, even if it's just slightly like I did. And here's a more final look. There's an issue I have right here. Yep. I'm not happy about that. I went in too deep with my 1 1/2 and gave myself a scar. You can kind of see it on that side too, on top of the ear. But here I noticed that I needed to blend a little bit better, and that was easy. I just used my clipper all the way open and just keep going at it until I feel comfortable with where it's at. There's a dark spot. I'm gonna try to get it right above the left side of my ear. Going back in with the 1 1/2 closed. I think this was a mistake. Oh, I'm glad I opened it. It was not what I wanted, and it's something that I know now for next time. When I'm going around or behind the ear, I have to be extra cautious when getting rid of hair. So next time I'll probably use a 2 instead of 1 1/2, just because it tends to over clip hair. Here I'm coming in with a 2 guard all the way open, but I'm closing it and going up 2 notches. And I'm trying to soften up the gash that I gave myself. Hey, you win some, you lose some. That's a haircut journey when you're doing self haircuts. I'm still deciding to go back and erase some of these dark spots I see. And if your hair is super short, a 2 guard running it against the grain, it won't do anything. If this was like a 1 guard or a 1/2 guard, that would be the issue. But since I'm using a larger guard on shorter hair, there's nothing bad that can really happen. And what I'm listening here for are for the crunch sound the clipper makes. At this point, I cannot get that out for the life of me, and I don't want to run it up higher. You win some, you lose some. And here is the final product. There it is. Peace out. Like and subscribe.